we really living in a holographic reality? Is time really not real? Is time really an illusion or a man made construct? Given that we age, there is day and then there's night, there's evening, there's afternoon, we cannot completely disregard the factor that there is time. So, time might not merely be an illusion or a human construct, but the idea of how we calculate time, the idea of clock, the idea of the way we have organized years in calendar, that definitely is a man-made construct. But how on earth is time an illusion and simultaneously we can teleport, trump timelines, and the quantum dimension is always moving in waves and particles? Is that happening simultaneously and in absolute harmony and synchronicity with the construct of time? That's what we are going to unravel in today's video. Hello, I'm Chirshi and welcome to Quantum Dynamic 8, Recreating Life and Living. So, if time is really an illusion and we are really only living in waves and particles, then literally the outer reality, the outer organized reality that we are seeing, the physical representation of change and time that we are seeing with night and day coming, wouldn't have been possible. So time is real, and that is why over the course of years we age, over the course of years we go through changes. But we can also talk about reverse aging, the impact of movements of inner particles and impacting the outer reality, and the physical reality being the holographic representation of our thoughts. The physical reality definitely is a holographic representation of our thoughts, vibrations, and sensations. But the outer reality that we are seeing is definitely impacted by what's happening within, and the internal reality is definitely affected by what's happening on the outside, and that's where the process of epigenetics comes into place. Epigenetics is a study where the outer reality, the external environment, is affecting your internal world, but simultaneously your internal choices and sensation and vibrational movements and shifts can affect the temperature, can affect the climate, can lead to reverse aging, can lead to time lapse, can lead to you jumping timelines. So it's literally a junction where the internal world is affecting the outer world and the outer world is affecting the internal world, and it is simultaneously happening. And we cannot completely disregard time and come to the conclusion that time is merely an illusion, because you cannot say that the transformation that we see from night to day to afternoon to evening is a man-made construct. It's not. It is happening. If we go back to Genesis, that's where Bible began. That's how God started this world, and he called it morning, he called it night. So it's literally how a day is measured, and that's always happening, and in synchronicity also to the clock timing, because when it's 12 in the afternoon, there is the sun which is heating up and there's this afternoon vibe, and when it's 5 p.m. in the evening, there's again that essence and sense of that evening vibe coming into play. So we cannot really say that time is an illusion. Time is real. but simultaneously time can be affected by your vibrations and change of frequency. So quantum reality is based on waves and particles. So every experience that we are solidifying on the external reality is a particle on the inside. So the particle within reflects solidified external reality, whereas the wave function expresses the external flow. And there's always push and pull, force and charge, flow is happening on the outside as well as on the inside. So yes, time is not an illusion, but the external reality can be impacted by literally shifting the particles within. As we adjust the particles and change the frequency of the particles and change the internal sensations, the wave flow will be impacted. And as the internal wave is impacted, of course that is going to affect the external reality. So time is not an illusion, but time lapse, quantum jumping, and jumping to a direction in your life or a segment in your life or a dimension in your life before time is possible. You can prove astrology wrong, and if it's written that you are going to experience a event in some other year, which is 7 years from now, you can fast forward that and experience it in the now. And for that, it is through the impact of your internal sensations impacting the external reality. But at first, you have to take care of the impact of the external reality that's happening inside. And that is where your shadow work comes in, working on your emotions, mental health, working on how the external reality is impacting you comes in. And the moment you come to a state of neutrality by the virtue of which the external reality really does not affect you, or you're not getting intimidated, or your waves are not becoming particle and reacting immediately to what's happening, that's exactly when the internal particles can change its state, change its sensations, change its molecular configurations, and shift to a dimension where you are emitting a frequency which is of the dimension of your observed desire. So when you are manifesting something, you have to be very direct about it, you have to be very specific about it, you have to be very clear about it. And the reason why you need that specificity, you need to be crystal clear, is because when you are observing a reality from that state of clarity, from that state of focus, from that state of knowingness of what you're really wanting, you are adjusting your inner particles or inner configuration of molecules in a state of frequency which can directly impact the outer reality and manifest it. And therefore the external reality is always happening. And to impact the higher entropy based reality and to co-insert a low entropy based state where things are working out and is in a state of harmony and is not in a state of disbalance, you need to focus on understanding that we are but waves and particles, and your particles are nothing but molecules, and molecules just need to change its state of configuration. And when the state of the configuration of your molecule shifts, your external experiences shift. How you react to a reality is either a state of serotonin or a state of cortisol. It's literally about transmuting your cortisol to endorphins to serotonin, and that's just change of molecular structure. And when that change of molecular structure is orchestrated, your external reality is impacted because you are a biochemical wave who is impacting the external wave and affecting what you are seeing in the physical reality. And that's where the physical reality acts as a holographic representation of what's within. And that also goes back to everything is connected consciousness. So everything is connected, and everything is connected by the virtue of all that is. The external reality can impact the internal reality. That's where the epigenetics concept comes in. And the internal reality can affect the external reality. And that's where impacting the external reality occurs by working on your particles and waves. Waves again come in, you have already known that delta waves, alpha waves. And when you are in a state of delta, you are literally in your unconscious state and moving your unconscious aspects and shifting your unconscious aspects and transmuting that internal conglomeration of your molecular status, and that is what gets impacted on the external reality. So I wouldn't say that time is an illusion. Given that we age, given that we have morning, afternoon, evening, and I will also agree that the concept of calendar and the clock is a human-made construct, but given that your clock actually syncs with how the external rhythm of the environment or nature is getting impacted, we could again see a direct reflection of how it is impacting the external reality and how the external reality's impact has affected the procedure of how a clock is tuned in. So time might not be an illusion, but however you can impact the external reality, you can experience time lapse, you can jump timelines by the virtue of inner change of configuration of your molecules, and that is going to affect the wave particles. When you are in the state where you are emitting a lot of energy of angst, a lot of energy of jittery, it is going to emit out on the outside. And when you are in a situation where there's a lot of jittery and chaos on the outside, it is going to affect you on the inside. So when you are in a state of low entropy within and you are in a state of alignment, it is naturally going to affect the external reality and bring it in a sync state of alignment. And that's where the aspect of everything on the outside is synced to what is harmonizing with you on the inside comes in, and you are an extension of the universe having a human experience. So the universe is literally you, and all that you experience, all the nature is actually a reflection of you as well. So by literally being in a state of harmony, you can manifest being in states and situations and experiences where there's a lot of harmony. And when you have low entropy within and harmony within, which is the same thing, you will be reflecting that on the outside and helping the planet to raise its consciousness, frequency and vibration. And you will contribute to creating a planet with lower entropy, how it started, and contribute to making the world a less chaotic place. With ever increasing mental health issues, wars now, and chaos in every possible form you can see, with global warming, with extension of species, we are at the precipice of excessive high entropy of the universe. And if this continues, everything will be heated up and will start to melt, and the planet has to literally go through a recalibration to restart and maybe lead to a state of destruction to ultimately call in a state of restart. And maybe that's happening to an extent with the ascension energy precipice, with all the end times prophecies and the hobby prophecies coming true. To an extent, we are over there. And given that we are over there and we are at the precipice of creating a new earth, and we're birthing the new earth, and we are the new earth who are the embodiments of new earth, to impact the external reality, it is important to understand the quantum consciousness, which is nothing but that we are but particles and waves. And your particles, when are solidifying within, as within so without, so it's also solidifying on the outside. So when a reality that you don't like is solid, and that particle is inside of you crushing and crumbling, that's just your cortisol, which needs to produce more endorphins, and you need to go through a transmutation process to move to states of higher oxytocin, higher serotonin. And when you are in that flow, you are in that state, you will impact the delta wave particles of your unconscious attributes, and that is going to impact the external reality and reflect it completely on the outside, and you will be able to impact what's there. So your inner reality creates the outer reality affects the inner reality, and it's all connected and is happening all at once. And an easier way to sense and understand everything is to realize the basic nature of the universe, which is the quantum nature of universe, and that is waves and particles. Thank you, and love and light to you. Have a wonderful day ahead.